Welcome to the tripod.
You didn't say it. There you go. Okay.
How dare you?
Echo.
Okay.
Wait, the tripod. Yeah, that's what it's called. Tripod. Yeah.
You forgot what a podcast was.
We're the
called.
tripod.
I was pretty sure it was. Yeah, we're the tripod.
Sure. I don't know though, but I was pretty sure.
Okay. We have a very important discussion topic. I brought my computer as a show of importance, and so I know what I'm talking about.
We're all black is the thing.
We should have.
We're being very insensitive right now.
We are.
Call me Anne Boleyn because I wore yellow to the funeral.
There's only a select
That's a deep
amount.
cut.
There's only a select amount of people that are gonna get that
I
joke.
know, and if you got that, I appreciate you.
Okay. Duolingo. We said we were going to discuss it last time. So Duolingo, if you are not aware, is, I think, one of the most unhinged and threatening people on social media. I'm trying to think of examples of some of their past stuff, but I know for Christmas, around Christmas time, they had a reel that they put out. It was a music video for a kid singing Duolingo, give me my parents back.
What?
Duolingo kidnaps people and threatens them if they don't do their streaks.
I think we should just insert clip here, honestly.
Editing back up.
I'll figure out how to put something in here. Here's examples of Duolingo's posts and threateningness.
All I knew about Duolingo, I wasn't in Spanish class, so I didn't have to deal with the scary bird. But all I knew about Duolingo was basically that it threatened you for not doing your Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of all I knew. So.
I saw a post they made a while ago. It was like a fake email or something like that. And it was somebody that ordered like a little Duolingo plush. And they're like, you willingly gave us your address. So make sure you do your streaks.
Hello, officer.
But so that's Duolingo. Duolingo is dead. Officially, on their Instagram at least, the Duolingo bird is dead, and they have a whole thing going about it, and they made a post that I will now read to you now.
Solemn silence.
It is with heavy hearts that we inform you that Duo, formerly known as the Duolingo owl, is dead. Authorities are currently investigating his cause of death, and we're cooperating fully. TBH, he probably died waiting for you to do your lesson, but what do we know? We're aware he had many enemies, and we kindly ask that you refrain from sharing why you hate him in the comments. If you feel inclined to share, please also include your credit card number so we can automatically sign you up for Duo Max in his memory. We appreciate you respecting Dua Lipa's privacy at this time.
What?
Yes, that was the post.
So is this like a TikTok style publicity stunt of like, we're dead, just kidding?
I don't know, because all of their like profile pictures, even the app,
Is the fake bird really dead?
is the bird being dead. I'll put a picture right here.
The bird
but
faked they're
the
dead.
bird is
Open your third eye.
It's the owl's face with like
The
X's on
Illuminati
his
is
eyes.
protecting Duolingo. Don't trust it.
Oh, and something I forgot to say is on almost every Duolingo post, there are at least 5 big name companies that commented
There
on
was
it.
a bunch on the one that we saw. It was
Yeah,
like
so-
Walmart. The funniest one was M&M's UK, not M&M's America or whatever the other one's called. Just the,
So
just
the post,
UK one.
the
Only
post
the
that I
British
just
people care.
read
Only the bruvs.
has
Sour Patch Kids.
these
Sour Patch Kids.
these companies, Sour Patch
Full
Kids,
circle.
We can't escape the
Liquid IV,
Liquid IV
Instagram for Business, FedEx,
Pinterest.
Kit Kat, Doritos,
Uno.
Elf Cosmetics,
Five
Guys, Walmart, M&M's UK, Pinterest, and there's more, but I have to scroll a lot for that. But yeah, the Duolingo bird is dead, and I think it's hilarious.
That's
You know, sometimes you get what you deserve.
it's a little evil, but
It's
it's
hilarious.
fair when it comes to him.
I will put examples on the screen somewhere.
I didn't check out who that is.
Put text, but in a different language, so they have to use Duolingo to translate it.
If you can speak Spanish, have fun with that.
Yeah, you guys have fun. Speaking of Five Guys, which is kind of like Jack in the Box, I'm so good at these
It's a
segues,
restaurant.
guys. It is a restaurant. It sure is. And we were
got
talking
burgers.
about advertisements last week. Now,
We
I'd
were.
like to continue the conversation with my personal favorite. There's a restaurant of Jack in the Box, or there's a restaurant. There's an advertisement of Jack in the Box, you know, back when he was Jack with the mask, in that particular voice. It's the one that ends with him, like, basically making fun of Burger King the whole time. And he's like, he says our competitors because he can't say, you know. And then he walks in front of a Burger King at the last shot and he's like, if I'm saying anything that's not true, and he rips off the sleeves of his suit jacket, or of his suit, and he's just like, he's Burger King in the background, and he's like, if I'm saying anything that's not true, do something about it.
I will attempt to put that video clip in here. But yeah, it's funny.
Who knew Jack in the Box was so ripped?
Me and him go way back.
So Duolingo threatens its customers and users. Jack in the Box threatened
It's
other
competitors,
companies.
which I think is better.
Well, yeah, you're not threatening innocent people.
I want to see Jack in the Box box the Burger King in like a boxing match with the, you know, you get it.
Yeah,
Entertainment.
relatively.
I want to see Ronald McDonald powerbomb the Wendy's Wendy through a table.
Like a little child.
No, she's a grown woman probably. She's also
Probably.
not real.
Hopefully.
So.
These are all fictional
Debbie.
characters.
Little Debbie was
Little
a-
Debbie.
She's still alive.
Is she?
Actually.
What? Is she actually?
The little Debbie kid is still alive. She's in her like probably 80s or 90s now.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I hope you're watching.
It's a fun fact I learned while somehow researching
I mean, I
boats
guess it
and
makes-
stuff.
I guess it
I don't
makes
know how
sense.
that went hand in hand, but
I guess that makes sense.
yeah.
The random things you find in just random Google searches. I have so much knowledge on the country of Liechtenstein because of a random day that I just started Googling stuff. Okay, so it was my sophomore year of high school, and we were doing stuff on like World War II. We each got assigned a different country in World War II, and we were looking at a map on Google, and we were just looking at different places, and we found this tiny itty bitty little country. And it was called Liechtenstein. So me and my group spent the rest of class Googling Liechtenstein.
What's the coolest Liechtensteinian fact that you found?
Okay, so first, Liechtenstein is one of the smallest countries. I think it's like 16th smallest. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Can't remember the number, but it's really small. They do not have an army. And they did go into battle one time. They went, I think it was during some sort of war. It might have been World War II. But they sent 80 people to go and help protect this gate or protect this whatever. So they went with 80 people. They came back
I know about this.
with 81 people.
Oh yeah.
They gained a person.
Hello, officer. The mission went well. This is Steve.
Yeah. And another one is
My favorite military fact of all time is that Australia fought a war against emus and lost.
I was gonna mention
They
that.
had tanks, by the way, and they lost
I
to
think
the emus.
I think if we go by statistics, I might be wrong. Fact check me on this. Editing Bekah.
Editing back, I think.
Roughly speaking, I think there's like 5 emus for every person, or something like that.
Probably.
So maybe I'm thinking of Japan, where there's 5 vending machines for every person.
That makes I believe that one on face value.
I'm so serious.
I'll just
I'm
definitely
so
believe
serious.
that. That makes sense to me.
I think
gosh.
minimum it was like 5 vending machines.
Dang.
So maybe I'm mixing this up. Fact check both of these. But
Ostriches are already scary, but
Yes.
emus are like scary ostriches.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so many people in Australia, and then there's so
Well, because
many emus.
shout out to all the southern bruvs, but you gotta be. I don't understand how you guys live out there. The spiders the size of like your fist.
Australia's scary.
They got those like.
The dingoes eat babies.
Hey,
take 'em.
Hey,
They'll eat 'em.
hold on a second. Okay, my dog is a Carolina. He's a Carolina dog, but they're also known as American dingoes.
Right, we've talked about that.
So, don't be dissing the dingoes.
Well, the
He's not
American
a
ones
real
don't eat
dingo.
the babies probably.
He's
so
not
he's
a
probably fine.
pure-blooded dingo.
Now, here's the thing, right? And I was gonna say something, and then I lost it. And anybody could cut this out probably.
Nope.
All right, cool. You should do something about it.
And they pick on me for having Sour Patch Kids in my brain. He just permanently has
Well,
Jack in the Box.
If Jack in the
his
Box
brain.
starts putting ranch on their burgers, wait, no. If they start putting ranch on their, I don't know, did Jack in the Box have desserts? I've never eaten a Jack in the Box. If they start putting like
He's gonna bust through the walls
Sour
and start beating us
if,
up.
if they start putting
the Kool-Aid Man?
Man style, they're gonna tag team. If they start putting Sour Patch Kids on their Jack in the Box burgers, then we got a problem. But until then,
It'll be a collab.
yeah, I'm sure. I guess it will be, huh? Hidden Valley and Sour Patch Kids went so well.
I was trying to think of like you got Sour Patch Kids. Now you're Jack in the Box. I was thinking of mine, and I don't want to admit it, but I'm Roblox.
Yes,
And-
she is. No, she is Jack in the Box. I feel like every conversation we've had,
Roblox, you
was brought up at least once.
You said Jack in the Box.
I meant Roblox.
Yeah, no, it's
okay, I
Jack
can't
in the
Hey,
Box
Bekah.
needs to do a
Thank you.
Roblox collab now with Sour Patch Kids somehow mixed in there.
Jack in the Box
I would
evidently
make
needs
that
to
game.
do a collab with everybody.
Jack in the Box needs to come on our podcast. actually.
Yes, yeah. But hear me out. I've been playing Roblox since I was 10. It'll be 11 years this November. I've lived and breathed Roblox.
I would not have remembered when I first played Roblox.
I only know it because it has the date on your profile.
Oh, okay.
So November 19th, I believe, of 2014. So it's been a while, and I there's only been one time that I took a break from it in like 2017. And it lasted not even a year, and I was like, I'm missing it so much. And I've been nonstop now.
I
not
don't
really
remember the last
nonstop.
time I
Strange
actually played
addiction.
Roblox.
It's not really nonstop. I actually play it every now and then. But I'd say that's because I'm busy, not because I don't want to be playing.
What's the FPS we played
I
on Roblox?
It depends on the game,
Yeah,
but
which was the
usually
one that we played?
The first person shooter?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying frames per second. I was like 240. I don't know.
I guess I should have specified.
First person shooter. We played Rivals. That's
Right.
what it was. Rivals. That's a fun game. It got really popular recently. It's maybe been a few months now. Yeah. I'm sure you want to hear about Roblox on the Try podcast.
I don't remember
why
the
not?
last time I even played Roblox.
We
So
played Arsenal, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Arsenal.
It would have been a while. It had been a while before this one brought me back in. But I played a little bit of Roblox as a youth. I've mostly been playing Black Ops 6 Zombies. We talked about that a little
Yes.
bit.
We played some zombies.
We did.
That was
I have
fun.
played Roblox, but it's been a while.
You need to hop back on with us.
But we should do
I've
a
got too
tripod
much
live
going
stream
on.
of us
We're
playing
making
Arsenal.
plans. Yeah, exactly.
Tripod live stream
The
of
people need to
Roblox.
know.
Start a Roblox channel on our official school page.
The Tri-Blocks. Coming soon.
Why would it work so well? Guys,
I'd be down
Do
more
you
for
agree?
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
We can do
That's
both.
that is the one that I have
We
played.
need to start a monarchy in Minecraft.
I thought you were just gonna stop with monarchy. We need to,
Oh my gosh.
We need to start a monarchy right now.
Right, that was the time. We the people.
Of the United States of America.
In order to form a more perfect monarchy, that's how it goes. Don't check that. Don't fact check that. Editing Bekah, don't fact check that.
Actually, make sure
I don't
you
have-
show the official one where it says we want a monarchy.
I don't have to
Monarchy.
fact check. I
Monarchy.
know that
Monarchy.
that's not true.
Counterpoint, nuh-uh.
What do you mean, nuh-uh?
Oh, yeah, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Anyway, so monarchs. Okay, so Queen Elizabeth, right?
Is dead.
Oh no, the queen.
She died on my birthday.
Becca.
What did you do?
I did not kill the
Trying to
queen.
replace her.
No, but it was so funny.
It was a coup.
Inside job.
No, but it was so funny because we had our class after lunch, because this was in high school, obviously. But we got back to our next class from lunch, and this kid was going around. He's like, the queen died. And I was like, what queen died? What do you mean? You have to be more specific. But he just kept saying it. He kept saying the queen died. I was like, what do you mean? And then it clicked with me. I was like, wait, the queen?
I thought you meant the queen, not the queen.
What other queen?
But yeah,
There are other
I
queens.
don't know.
There are other
There
queens.
are. But I mean, like, the England queen, that's like the queen.
I think Ireland
You know what I
should
mean?
secede.
No,
Ireland's
but
queen,
so
I
whenever,
say.
if I ever get asked or it ever gets brought up in conversation when the queen died, I'll be like, September 8th. And then,
2022?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then people
Oh,
would be
wow.
looking at me like, how do you know that off the top of your head? It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, the queen is dead.
We love and support you. Nothing against
Who are we talking to?
the viewer.
The viewer at home. We're talking to you. I don't know what about.
This
We
is
just
a
gotta segue
one-on-one
into
therapy
this.
session. Do you need help?
Do you need help? We're here for you. Dial.
Jack in the
618.
Box.
Dial Jack in the Box. And he'll beat up your enemies for you for a small fee and a burger.
I mean, honestly, that would comfort me.
It would.
To know that some people are just out of the way, you know? Well, I didn't say I want
Like
to
the
dead.
Queen of England.
Like the queen.
We know who did it.
I said
Arrest this woman.
Listen, it was just an idea to hire Jack in the Box for some deeds.
To assassinate the Queen.
I didn't assassinate the queen. No, that was Bekah. That was Bekah. That was on her birthday.
It was a birthday
No.
present. The Queen's head at your doorstep.
I wonder who's died on my birthday now.
I'm gonna Google who's died on my birthday. Just you guys talk.
So, who's died on your birthday?
Everybody go Google right now.
Everyone at home, Google.
No, you know what is fun to Google what your what's on your birthday? Florida man.
Yes.
Florida man,
That
and then
is
your
so
birthday.
fun. I forgot what mine was.
I can't remember what mine was, but my favorite one is I heard a comedian talk about it one time, and the headline was Florida man robs Wendy's with an alligator.
I know what you're talking about.
I know that story. I know that story.
Like
Give me
when,
ideas.
it was like a
Ideas?
baby alligator, and he like threw it through the drive-through window.
Guys,
You gotta do what you gotta do, okay?
guys,
The man was hungry.
Guys, Robin Williams died on my birthday.
Robin Williams?
I love Robin Williams, man.
So
Rest in
sad.
peace.
What about
What
August
year was
17th?
it? In 2014. How old would I have been?
I was 10, so
It's
you're like a
so
year under me, so-
sad. Robin Williams is great.
He's mathing.
I would have been 9, yeah.
Just take a year off me. I was 10.
Dang. How old was I?
47.
You would have been about 9.
How old does that
Becca's
make me now?
58? Probably. I don't know.
47, that's 10 years, that's 50. Yeah, like 58, you're right. About 58.
I was good
Wow.
at math on accident.
I'm not 50 something. I'm not.
Never mind.
I need to get.
I don't want you to have to
there.
come
I need to know what my birthday. Who's died on my birthday?
Shot Google.
Google.
The people are going to know.
The people are gonna know.
August 17th.
I'm gonna see Florida Man for my birthday.
Hold on.
Oh, Florida Man is so fun. Seriously, do that.
It
Trust
is-
me.
no,
You will
it's
get
so
the most
fun.
fun prompts, and there's usually like multiple. So
I'll Google my
You'll
Florida
never
Man
be
here
short
in
of
a
it.
minute.
Hey,
Okay.
here's one before we move on. Florida man stole forklift, pickup, four-wheeler,
17th.
and more.
Famous deaths on Frederick the
Frederick
Great.
the
Who
Great?
is this?
You don't know who Frederick the Great is?
Hans Jacob Christopher von Grimmelhausen.
Charles
Tragic.
III, Duke of Savoy.
When you get Robin Williams and I get
Robin Williams is the
Germans.
only one I got who I recognize.
Nothing against Germans. Germans are great.
I'm like scrolling. Hold on, let's get to it.
Oh wait, we're getting to new people.
More recent year.
We are in a town historically of German ancestry, so.
Oh,
I did not know that.
Gary Chester.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go to the 2000s.
These are all like Gary Young.
Gary Young, American
Pavement.
rock
I
drummer.
think I've heard of that. Maybe not.
That guy's name is Arson.
That's a great
I'll
name.
make sure to name my kid that.
John Hollander.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
D-Rock.
anything.
Da-Rock. He's still alive.
No, it was D-Rock.
Right.
I promise.
Yeah,
I believe you. I believe you. I do.
I don't see
These
any
aren't really like popular names
Yeah.
unless we're just uninformed.
Well,
so.
congratulations, you didn't kill anybody for your birthday.
The-
Us over here, we have the Queen and Robin Williams.
No.
Is August 17th a special day? I was born on it, of course.
Just as no.
National
like how it is.
National
Fun fact.
Black Cat
That's
Appreciation
actually
Day.
a fun fact because my cat and I share a birthday and he's a black cat. So
Wow,
yeah, that's a fun
nice.
fact. I was 13 when he was born.
Okay, yeah, now we're gonna look up
National
Florida Man.
holidays.
Florida Man.
August.
Isn't this fun?
We're having fun.
September.
You need to throw like a bunch of graphics, like in the corner have like Family Guy footage. And
No,
in the corner,
no, we're not doing the
Subway
we're not doing the
Surfer.
Subway Surfers bit. Becca will die.
Don't do this to me. Okay, so September 8th. Florida man attempting to cross Atlantic in human size.
Sorry.
Florida man attempting to cross Atlantic in human-sized hamster wheel faces federal charges.
I don't think we're
No, of course he
beating
does.
that.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That
no,
is
for sure.
that is
Yeah.
my that is my
Florida
Florida
Man
man.
Friday is a thing.
That's on YouTube.
is now.
Sarah invented it.
Sarah Hester Ross on YouTube.
We love you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
We're saluting Sarah. Okay. Just hold that up for a minute.
Okay, did anybody else want to know their Florida man?
There's like funeral music in the background.
See if you can find anything for me.
Florida
It's like the bagpipe.
man. When's your birthday?
August 11th.
August 11. Okay. What, did
Yeah,
you
this is
just
the one
read
that
yours?
this is the one that I found.
Yeah,
that I
Florida man
mispronounced.
stole forklift, pickup, four-wheeler, and more in impressive crime spree, deputies say.
See, it's not just me who can't read it on the first go. Okay.
Okay, and then what was your birthday again?
17th.
August 17th. Wow, you're both in August.
Augustites.
Awesome.
Augustites, stand up.
That's
Florida man displayed gun after learning that this McDonald's had a broken ice cream machine.
He should never come to Mount Carmel because I got some bad news.
they don't even have an ice cream machine, is what I've been told
Back
here.
when they did, it never functioned. So.
No. I worked at McDonald's and
You poor soul.
I work at an ice cream store, so we
I won't get
always
in-
have ice
I
cream.
won't get into my lore on a video, but
No,
the reason the
McDonald's
ice cream
career
machine
lore.
is always down is not because we just don't want to make ice cream.
Lies.
No, I promise.
Slander.
It's genuinely because
Blasphemy.
the manufacturer puts a built-in cleaning time, and we cannot shut it off. We cannot do anything. There's nothing we can do.
So does it run like the same time every day,
No.
or what?
I don't know the exact schedule. No, I think there's maybe, I don't know if it's an everyday thing. I don't imagine it
Or like a
is.
recurring? What's the recurring
Yeah,
schedule?
I don't know the
of
schedule.
the clean, so we can
I've
all go to McDonald's and
never
get
paid
ice cream when it's not.
I worked there for a month, so I didn't catch on to the schedule. But yes, it is, at least with my McDonald's I worked at, I assume that would be the nationwide or even worldwide, but yeah, it's built in. You cannot shut it off. It's a part of the machine. It like lights up, and if you try to dump the ice cream out, it's just liquid. So like, because it warms
Dang.
up and stuff to clean it and
Oh,
sanitizes
gotcha,
and stuff.
gotcha.
So
Makes sense.
There's nothing you can do, and I don't imagine a lot of people want to be eating like, I don't know, water.
Ice cream juice, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not because we hate you and don't want to make your ice cream. It's because
Don't say we.
The-
You're no longer affiliated. Save yourself.
it's not because I hate you. don't want to make you ice
The
cream.
McDonald's.
It's because I was held
audience.
hostage to the ice cream machine manufacturer by them. And
Did
literally,
they threaten my family?
I am under, this is,
They're friends with Duolingo.
they're going to sue me. They killed Duolingo. He let their secret out.
No.
Who do we think killed Duolingo?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box? Okay.
I think it was a staged.
I think it was Scrub Daddy.
Ooh,
Listen,
hot take.
There is lore.
Hot
Duolingo
take.
had
There is
Scrub
lore.
Daddy's babies. Scrub Daddy didn't want to pay that child care, and I bet Duolingo was trying to get that money out of him, so he killed Duolingo. I hope the children are okay.
That's all we can hope for. I think it was a.
And this is official lore. I promise I'm not making up that.
No,
Duolingo.
it is.
I think it was.
It's official lore.
I think Duolingo will return in the next Avengers movie. Is what I think.
In the next Avengers movie?
Yes, and you know what?
When is there another Avengers movie scheduled on the docket?
I don't know.
They've got more movies
I
coming
think it's
out,
the Doctor Doom
but
one.
I think it's
I
gonna
haven't
be-
watched any Avengers movie in a while.
Doctor
so-
what?
Doctor Doom.
Oh, I thought you said Dr. Do. I was like, who is Dr. Do?
Doctor Dude. It's Doctor Doom, but he's a surfer, bro.
I think he's going to return in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out December 5th of this year. So,
Duolingo.
No,
Listen.
because there's Marvel movies coming out, but I don't think there's like Avenger movies coming out.
No,
I
there
think
hasn't
that-
been one since Endgame. There's gonna be one soon. I haven't watched any Avengers movie in a while. Sorry, Marvelites out there. I haven't watched since Endgame.
It's gone downhill. There's been a few good ones, but overall, it's just been.
That's mostly what I've heard. Yes.
There were a few good ones though. I enjoyed. I know some people don't, but I enjoyed the Black Widow movie. I enjoyed that one.
Now, I want to work in the voice acting business. So for my
Okay.
career prospects, I won't say anything mean. And that will be the end of that.
I'm trying to think of other ones that were like good.
No Way Home. Spider-Man.
I didn't watch that.
I've heard that's good. I haven't seen it.
Like I said last episode, I think I've only watched like 2 Spider-Man movies.
I love Spider-Man.
Live action Spider-Man has never been my favorite Spider-Man. I've always preferred animated stuff, and not like as an idea. I just think I always prefer the execution. Like, not that I dislike the idea of a live action.
I feel like you
Spider-Man.
can do
Andrew
more
Garfield.
things and
I
make
always
it
go
look
back to Andrew
good
Garfield.
in animated.
I think that's just true for everything, though.
because you can
really.
like make things CGI, but it's not going to be as good as if it was just like an animated movie.
This is one thing I'll say. I miss when we had. There's a word for it, but like props that were like physical. I forget the word for it, but I think the overuse of CGI in most AAA stuff is a shame.
I think that's also why animation feels so much better because it has a certain aesthetic to it that you can fit everything into. When you bring that to real life, obviously your brain's not going to process like some crazy laser beam being realistic. You know what I mean?
when you have the animated movie, you have that world. You're brought into
Yeah.
that world, but then
Exactly.
you see some off CGI stuff, and it just takes you
Here's the thing.
takes you out of
here's the thing.
it.
Here's the thing that's nice about physical props. They're more expensive to make, yes, but once you've got it, you can use that as much as you want. It's not like, and the poor CGI artists who work at those big companies, man. Like, if you say you make a CGI suit for Iron Man or whatever, you're inclined to. And the Iron Man example doesn't matter, but like if it's CGI and you're budgeting, you're going to want to use that as sparingly as possible,
Yes.
which could definitely be to a narrative detriment. So I think just like having something physical there is best case scenario.
How do we feel about the new Hulk creature in the commercial for the new Captain America movie?
The red one, Red Hulk.
Yes,
I haven't seen it.
I
played by Harrison Ford, I believe.
like Harrison
Really?
Ford, big Harrison
Yeah.
Ford guy, big Indiana Jones guy, big Han Solo guy.
Yeah, they're coming out with a few new.
He looks good in the advertisements, which makes sense because they're the advertisements. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
The movie that's the biggest deal for me is what I said, the Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm really into that.
What am I looking forward to coming out?
Sonic 4.
I haven't watched any Sonic movies, so no.
They're better than they probably should be, to be honest.
Jim Carrey did a good job.
I love Jim Carrey
Dr.
so
Eggman.
much.
He's
Like,
Dr. Eggman.
National treasure.
Dr. Eggman, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah. I thought he played another character in there too.
Nope.
No? I'd be thinking of something else.
In the new one, he played Eggman and Eggman's grandpa.
Okay, that's what I
So
think. That's what I'm thinking
that's
of.
probably it. There's a scene in that where they're talking to each other, and he's like, they say in the same time, it's almost like we're in a movie being played by the same actor, and then both look towards the camera.
Okay,
I love
that's
Jim Carrey
funny.
so much.
That's funny. No, Jim Carrey's great.
I really like breaking the fourth wall sometimes. It's not always good.
I think
It's not always
I
good.
think
But
it's-
when done right,
Exactly.
I think it's weird that the only one who, like, they only got the Tails voice actress from the, like
like a
pre-existing Sonic stuff
Oh, yeah.
to be in the movies.
like
Everyone
was
else
that,
is new.
Was that like intentional, or was it just like people?
No,
didn't work
that
on
wouldn't
it?
have been an accident. I think it's just. I think a part of it is that, like.
that's our timer.
Okay.
To start wrapping up.
we'll
No more Sonic
me.
until
no,
next week.
We'll cover this and then we'll get back to you. We have
That sucks. We might
college-related
wanna-
activities, so we'll get back to you. But
might want to cut out the part where we were talking about that. Honestly.
we'll.
We have stuff to do.
Yeah, we have stuff
We'll
to
be
do.
back next
We'll be
time.
back, and then we'll talk about Sonic then probably. We'll finish the Sonic conversation. Hi guys.
Bye.
Giving them kisses.